Oh boy, we're live. Okay, let's just make sure I've got everything ready to go, and then I'll reveal the screen. Some Okay, this music is fascinating. In it, man. Okay, right. I think I've done enough advertisement. So we can probably go to scene one. There we go. Oh hey, we're in. Amazing. Okay. So hopefully everything is fine. Everything is hearable. I think my mic's fine. Yeah. Now, this is the song we're going to be working on. This is kind of the main body and structure. And hello, Bob. Jesus, that's a name. Bob McBobbin Smithson. There we go. I think I said that right. Welcome in. Good to hear that it's working fine. That's always great to know. Um, so yeah, this is the song. Let me just quit Google Chrome, so maybe things run a bit smoother. Cause ooh, that CPU usage is through the roof. So anyway, bare bones structure of what's going on. It's a nice little string section. We're going to some piano, which I haven't really mixed yet, but I like the drum sound. I like the drum sound so far. You're one of two people who actually got my name right first time. Fantastic. I love it. This is nice. Yeah, I'm liking where it's going so far. I'll let it get into the verse. It's kind of the same as we go through. Right now. Anyway, so yeah, that's the bare bones of what we're working with at the moment. So I'm not gonna say what the song is about, but you know the thumbnail kind of gives it away a little bit. Also, I just have some lyrics here for the chorus. I'm not gonna sing it because that'll just end very badly for my reputation as a whole. So, like I say, I like the drum sound already. So we've got the kind of neo soul. I work with a lot of just basic Logic stuff. I don't really have a lot of outside plugins just because my computer can't really handle them for a start, and I don't like paying for stuff. So, you know, when it comes to plugins and paying, that's kind of what you have to do. So I'm just using the Logic drums at the moment. I have kind of switched them up a bit, so I've gone for Neo Soul for most of the drum work, so the snare and the kick, because it's a bit softer than most of the drums. And then I've got a Detroit Garage. I think this is the... Yeah, that's just the hi-hat. The hi-hat on the Neo Soul was disgusting. So, I've just used it for that. This isn't great, to be honest. I mean, we could probably do a little bit of work on this. I've already got a lot of stuff on it, to be honest. Maybe just get that high in a little bit more. Probably just fuck off all that. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. So take out all the low end, add a bit of high. Yeah, but overall there's just a reverb and everything going through the drums. There's not really a lot to talk about there. Oh god, Jesus. I barely understand any of this, but it looks cool. I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? If it looks cool, that's really all I'm going for. I know what I'm talking about, ish. So, you know, hopefully I can try and explain it well. So with the piano, we've got 3 pianos. Each is just doing a different... It's doing the same melody, but in a different octave. So we've got the higher register, we've got the lower register, and we've got the mid register. Yeah, they're the same thing all the way through. So I kind of maybe feel like I want to change them up as we go through, or just add to them. And then we've just got the strings, which again are doing the octave thing with the cello and the basses, just to add a bit of low end. But I think I'm gonna add some kind of a synth bass in the back as we kind of go through and build on it. So yeah, I don't really know what to do first on this, because this is what I do. I always build like the bare bones of a track and then just kind of repeat it as it goes down, just to get like the solid formation. But then I never know what to do with it afterwards. I always end up just going to the Apple loops and just finding a cool sample and just kind of slotting it in somehow. And then like messing with it a little bit. But there's so many things. We could just kind of look for stuff. Doesn't really fit with what we're going for, but it's nice nonetheless. An acoustic slide. I think I used something similar to that on my Red Dead song. Don't know if you've heard the Red Dead Redemption song, but that sounded very similar to the sample on that. So I don't know why I've decided to go for slide guitar there. Okay, so let's do something productive. Let's mix one of the strings, because I haven't done a lot to the strings, to be honest. So this is productive, so... Why are they all banjos? I don't know. I think I clicked the banjo button, like I must have done. There's a lot of banjos. Does sound like the one used in it. Yeah, I think it was a different sample, because I think it was an actual banjo that I used. That was a kind of a front porch guitar. Or it said it was anyway. It probably was a frickin' banjo. I don't know. There's so many samples in that library that I just get lost sometimes. And I think this is at a higher this track is at a higher BPM, so it would have sounded faster. So anyway, these are... And obviously at the moment they're panned to the right because we've got the cellos panned to the left, and that kind of, you know, balances everything out a little bit. But yeah, I haven't really done a lot to these apart from put a reverb on them, which is very high. Which is just a big string reverb, because, you know, why not? I feel like maybe it's almost too high. Maybe take it down to like 15. Yeah, that opens it up a little bit. I mean, when you put too much reverb on something, obviously, like, it drowns it, and you don't really get that real... It doesn't have any punch, you know? It doesn't have that kind of bass sound. It just kind of feels very floaty. And sometimes that's good, but considering we're not, at the moment, using any kind of bass, the basses of the strings need to be kind of audible and have a bit of meat to them, which a lot of reverb doesn't allow you to have. So we're going to mixing. This is cool, right? So when you're coming in, obviously we have just the mixing thing, and you can make it sound all alien-y. But all that's doing is basically messing with the frequencies. So a specific sound in the sound can be bumped up, or bumped down, or taken out, or whatever you want to do with it. But the good thing about this analyzer is we can actually see what sounds there are, because if we hit that, there we go. There's all the sounds in an actual visual state. So let's say I want this bit to be louder. We just move that up. See how that's changed? Alien sounds, yes. That's obviously a horrifying sound, and we don't want that in there. Actually, you know what? It's not too bad. It's not the worst sound we could boost, but it's also not the best. Usually I tend to take out the mids. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that kind of crackly noise, but that's in my headphones. Hopefully it's not in yours. It looks cool. It is cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. So, anyway. So maybe we want to kind of boost the highs a bit. Take out some of these lows that no one's ever going to hear. Boost that low a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't sound horrible, but not great, yeah. This is cool. Honestly, this is like my life, so I don't get as excited by it anymore, but it's still, some of the things do still surprise me. So, now if we listen to it kind of all together, there's just that slight bit more clarity in the strings on the right ear now. I can hear it anyway. I can hear it, you know, because I'm kind of training my ears at the moment, and I'm used to listening to stuff like this. So it might not be as apparent to you, but when you kind of are doing that for like a lot of things, like for instance, if we now do exactly the same thing to the cello, I'm not even going to listen to it. I'm just gonna do basically what we did, kind of boost and take out the mid, and maybe even do one of the highs a little bit, because these go a bit into a higher register. Just slightly. You don't want to do it too much. I made it sound better. Yeah, exactly, you know. It really does work. It's surprising. It is surprising how little things like this actually just make it sound better and can just boost it slightly. I'm going to take a bit of the delay off. Yeah, the reverb down to 14.5. We'd set the other to 15. I think that one can have a little bit more reverb in it because it doesn't have to be as meaty. Pro strats, just guess. Exactly. So, essentially doing that, it makes it sound louder and just have a lot more clarity than just turning it up, you know? Because that was the whole thing with like songs these days, is it's about being loud, it's about hearing everything, but you don't necessarily just have to turn it up to hear everything, because that doesn't affect the volume really, like, kind of at all. It just affects which bit of the sound you hear more, if that kind of makes sense. Because a sound is a massive... If I do this, if I just clap, obviously there's the main bulk of that sound, which is probably around 1,000 to 2,000 frequency. So that main bulk of the sound, but that frequency goes all the way down to 0, all the way up to, well, human hearing range is 22,000. So you can go from that kind of range, and that's what you're hearing mostly. But if I then boosted the low, you would get a massive doo when I clapped, and that's kind of what you have to work with. Obviously never do that to a clap because it will sound terrible, but it's kind of what you have to do. I really like the drum sound. I've I feel like the drum sound is nice. The snare could use a little work on its own, but in the track it doesn't sound as bad. Yeah, it's not the best snare in the world. I mean, we probably just could do a bit high on the multipressor. Do I want to add? I'd probably do the threshold down or threshold. Yeah, threshold down. Not bad. Yeah, so that's the drum. I'm fairly happy with the drums at the moment. They'll probably get changed as we go through and kind of switch things up a little bit. Now piano. Piano I ain't done much on at all, you know. That only has a compressor on it because it's got the upright bass in the thing. So maybe we'll work on some piano stuff. So at the moment it's very you know, kind of nasally. Oh, took the analyzer off. So because this is the pad one, we don't need any low in it really, like at all. We can boost a little bit of the bass in it, just because it's nice to have that warmth. Take out a slight bit of the high because it's a mid piano, so that makes it sound cleaner. See? There we go. Okay, so 320-ish is the issue by the sounds of it. To be honest, taking out that 3K sounds good as well. Makes it sound a lot cleaner. And then that 1K is kind of what we want to hear out of that. Okay, so that sounds cleaner. Just got a text. Yeah, so that sounds a bit cleaner now. I mean, you could do the exact same thing to the other pianos, but I feel like it wouldn't work as well because these have different properties. So this one has a kind of stringy section going behind it. And is in a higher register for a start, so you don't actually maybe need to take as much of the low end off. And probably boosting up around 4 to 5 is going to sound better than... And maybe even... getting rid of about 500. Yeah, so they're just a little bit more tolerable now, rather than you know, that's not a nice noise. And then finally we have the low, which also has an upright bass going to it. So this is where we don't want to take as much low end out, and we actually want to boost a little bit. Probably do it with the orange here actually. See, bass is something this track kind of needs quite a bit. Okay, so I didn't realize that the piano doesn't actually even work in this, and it's just an upright bass. I never knew how much effort was put into music. I thought it was just put good sounds together. Well, I mean, essentially it is, but you've got to make the sounds good first. That's kind of the catch. You can't just find a good sound. You need to make it sound good. But I mean, essentially, if you find a good sound, you can slap it together with anything and make it sound decent. Like, because that is half of it, you know. So yeah, I didn't realize that this piano just doesn't work. That's interesting. It's just an upright bass. Oh well, I needed a bass anyway, so it might as well be an upright bass. Yeah. So, oh, we can mess with this even more now, I guess then. Really take that out, really boost that. Pull that in a little bit more, boost it again, pull it in a little bit more, boost it again. See how that kind of curve just kind of fits the overall, like, analysis wave? That's kind of what you want. You want it to kind of be a bit of a match and then take out anything that you think is a bit useless. Because in a bass, you're not going to get any highs anyway, so you might as well kind of fuck them off, essentially. But now... So you got that kind of little bit of a bass rumble in the back now. You know, you can kind of feel it in almost the back of your head when you're listening to it. When I'm listening to it on headphones, obviously these are designed to kind of give me a good range of sound in the stereo image. But yeah, I could just hear that better now. It feels like it's there. You know, I probably sound so pretentious when I say things like that, but it's true. It's true. It's just what happens. I sound like an absolute fucking twat, but genuinely that's how you know. You could just feel it, like not in like a fucking spiritual way, like genuinely you just kind of feel it there rather than hearing it sometimes, because you can't hear everything, you know. Everyone always says, oh, you need to make sure you can hear everything in a mix, and it's like, well, you can't hear everything, because otherwise there would be no differentiation, there'd be no dynamic, there'd be, you know, things need to stand out. You know, you want some stuff to just be in the background where you can just kind of hear it and feel it. The bass is a nice effect. It makes the high stuff stand out. Yeah, exactly. It improves it. It builds upon, you know? You don't always want everything to be in your face, you know? Sometimes the subtle stuff is nicer, which is why I kind of wanted these to be these kind of stabs at the, so you got the main piano, and then you just got, they can probably be turned down with automation, to be honest. They're probably a bit too loud, but, you know, they're not in your face. They're just kind of there. To be fair, I might actually, they could have more reverb on them. This is what we're going to do. We're going to copy these tracks. We're going to take these, just move them down. So that this track now has all the properties of the one above. They're exactly the same, but I can add to these ones now at a different rate to the others. So I can have these ones. I mean, you could do this with automation, but I really hate automation, so I'm just not going to bother. So yeah, all we do now, just turn the thing back up to what it was. I think it was like 12.5. Because I don't actually want these ones to be as loud as the main ones. So yeah, they're a bit more floaty now, see? So what was bad about the ones before is actually good for those ones, you know? Okay, so we've done that. That's a thing now. Should we add another instrument? Let's do that. Let's add another instrument. Why not? Software instrument. There we go. Where's that going? Okay, we're going in between the bass and that. Okay, that's fine. Just change that track color because it's really getting me. It's the little things. It's the little things that get me. Okay, what should this track color be? Who wants to decide a track color? We got all the colors in the world. We got green, we got blue, we got pink, we got red, we got everything. We got all the colors. We got everything here. Turquoise? Does turquoise sound good to you? I kind of like turquoise. Who wants a color? Green. Okay, we're going for green. We'll do a light green. Light green stands out a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so what would go well in this track? What are we missing? We've kind of sorted out the bass. I guess maybe just a few little like chimes and whistles, you know, because obviously this is a it's very just kind of bland, and I know it's the verse, and a lot of times lyrics and things build upon it more, but something needs to stand as an instrumental by itself a lot of the time, because people like instrumentals, and if the instrumental isn't then you know the track's gonna be meh. So I think bells and stuff for maybe an orchestral. No, not orchestral. I've got no mallets. My mallets have not downloaded. There's probably synthesizer bells, to be honest. Bell, there we go. Okay, so if we command 2, that brings up the mixer, which isn't what I wanted to do. But if you're interested in what a mixer looks like, then here you go. This is a mixer. Wahey. What the frickin' frack is all that? There's a drum machine apparently. Oh, I put a drum machine in, but I deleted it. But the drum machine is still there. Okay, well we'll just ignore the mixer for now then. Let's not get focused on the mixer too much. Command K is what I wanted to do. Okay, so here is the musical typing, which does nothing at the moment. Why are you doing nothing? It's because I haven't chosen anything. Antarctic sun. That sounds nice. Wow, that sounds awful. I've probably got it too high, to be fair. Okay, so yeah, this is musical typing, so this is what I basically do to make melody. Yeah, that sounds horrifying, but it's basically a keyboard that you use on your keyboard. Really, because I don't have a MIDI controller, which I would love one. And I'll probably buy one eventually, but I just don't have one as of yet. And I don't need one because I got this. It's a bit of a pain because you'd have to change velocity yourself. So if I basically went like really hit it and really sounds exactly the same as if I just gently go like this. You know, there's no differentiation in like how hard you're hitting it, which on a real piano and on a real keyboard there is. You know, the sound will be softer if you hit the key softer, and if you freaking slam the key down, it's gonna sound loud. It's gonna be like boom rather than bing, you know. But those bells sound absolutely dreadful. Dreamy. Okay, that was less dreamy than I thought it was. That was more nightmarish. It doesn't sound bad, maybe in a high. God, okay, let's not do that note. Nah. It's just not really what I'm going for here, I don't think. Well, that's creepy, and I kind of like that as just maybe a, just maybe like a roll through. So like maybe we get to like the end of this. Something like that. Something like that. Maybe take that gong at the start out. Maybe not at the end of the chorus, maybe at the end of the verse. know, maybe I like the sound, but I just don't like that hit at the start. Maybe we can find something similar that's just kind of like a... It's a bit too EDM. That is not a bell. Glass bells! What? It's like a friggin' Tonka toy. See, that's more like it. Something subtle. Something subtle, that's what that's not what I wanted for. That sounds like a submarine. You know how the echolocation on the submarine is like... That generally sounds like a submarine. I love it. Okay, maybe we'll add some of these in. Oh, I can't get the submarine noise out of my head now. I think I have to use something else. I've ruined it for myself. Just sounds like a freaking submarine. Sea of the Signs. Ugh. Signs, I should have known that. We all live in a yellow submarine. Okay, so that changes depending on how often you hit it. I've listened to Odd Bells. Oh my lord. What just happened? What just happened there? Do you know what? I'm just gonna work with this one. We're gonna make it freaking work, okay? We're gonna make it work. Sounded so out of place. Oh lord. Oh, that sounded so out of place. It's unbelievable. Maybe we can make it work. Maybe we can. We need to shorten that note. Maybe we can make it work. Okay, so we got some we got some things we can work with here, so we can have a higher attack. What about a shimmer? I mean, first of all, we need to turn it down. Do you know what? I kind of like that shimmery effect, actually. Do you know what? That doesn't sound too bad. It doesn't have that hit, which is exactly what I was trying to get rid of. Yeah, I think we could work with that. Okay, let's look a bit deeper into the controls here. So the attack is obviously very short. So we want that to be a bit less. If we want to go yeah. I think that's nice. I think that works quite well. Transitions into the strings, yeah. No, that ends really well. I think I accidentally ended it at like the perfect point to where the reverb doesn't go too far off into the strings. Yeah, that's true. Good spot. Okay. Yeah, I like the attack there. I think everything here in terms of the actual waveform is fine, so we can probably just work on actually doing some EQ and stuff. I maybe would like it to be a bit higher. It's not got a lot of low stuff in it. We probably cut that down. I don't want it to be, so I don't want it to sound filtered, but maybe I do want it to sound filtered. Yeah, I think that sounds better if it's a bit filtered. Yeah, okay. So filtered, just, I don't know why I'm treating this as if it's some kind of like music lesson, but I just feel like I should explain what I'm doing. Filtered is where you're basically taking all the high stuff and all the low stuff and you're just kind of fucking that off, and you're filtering out the middle, or you're filtering out the high, or you're filtering out the low, and it can be mismatched in that kind of way. But what we're doing, we're filtering out the high and the low, and we're just having kind of the MIDI stuff. MIDI, not to be confused with MIDI. I'm just not even gonna get into that. Music people will know what I mean. If there's any out there, it's just me. Okay, so yeah, we kind of filtered that out a little bit. Let's just see how it sounds with the rest of the production. I think I'm gonna start it a bit earlier as well. Maybe at an awkward place. And now I think we can turn the attack up a little bit. Actually, no, the attack should be lower. I'm making it faster. Okay, maybe it can't be in that weird a place. I'm trying to be funky with it. I should just not be funky with it. It sounds kind of, it's not on beat anyway. Yeah, it's not on beat anyway, so we'll add some reverb. That normally fixes things. That is literally just my go-to. Just stick a reverb on it. That'll make it better. Should we go for some weird kind of reverb, or like ice plate? I feel like maybe that'll do something cool. Oh, it adds a bit more echoey stuff at the end. Does that interfere with the strings? No, it doesn't interfere with the strings. That goes quite well with the strings, actually. Okay, so fix that. And then I literally just think just turn it down a bit. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Yeah, sometimes it's as simple as just turn the fucker down. You know, there's no need for it to be loud. It's just a kind of out spacey effect. Now the question is, do we want to repeat this going through? And I would say yes, probably. Maybe not in the first one. I think maybe the second, third. But then not. We'll probably have some kind of fill going into here, so that's a nice amount, I think. So it goes into this one. quite in tune either, which makes it a little bit weird, but it's good weird. In my head anyway, I think it sounds good. Yeah, I think that's fine for those. Yeah, the snare sounds fine. I think it's got enough power to it. Sounds better in the track than on its own, let's put it that way, which you should probably make it sound good on its own, but if it sounds good in the track, then, you know. The echo stops just in time. Yeah, it's really well timed, actually. I didn't, because we stop it pretty much, we stop it quite a while before the actual strings come in, so the echo actually times very well there, which is surprising. I don't normally get that good timing with things. Okay. And I assume we just copy and paste this to the other side as well. The glory of copy and paste. Wowie. That's right, yeah. So there we go. We've added another layer. Another bit of the mold is fixed in. You could probably compress these as well, but yeah, they're just a spacey effect. They don't need to be bah, you know? That's the whole point. Okay. What else do we add to this thing? Maybe some kind of a... I really just do love doing kind of sampley stuff and just messing with them. So I'm literally just going to find the most random sample right now and just try and use it in this song. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to... So we got everything here. We got everything. So I'm just going to scroll. I'm just going to scroll. Do you know what? I'm going to scroll, and then when one of you tell me stop, I'm just going to stop it, and whatever my mouse is on, we're going to use that. Okay, so I'm scrolling, so just say stop whenever. We're just going to use it. I don't care what it is. This is the fun of you know, creating songs in stream. This is the fun. I know I can see on the stream what I'm going past, but I can't really because it's delayed, so I'm really hoping someone says stop before I hit the bottom. I think I may still be in A, so... And I really hope someone says stop. Halt right there, sir. Okay, we're using the Asian Parade DZ04. I somehow have to use that. At least it's in C, which I think this song is in the key C. Do you know what? I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Oh god, okay. Oh, I bet that's weird. Yeah, so that I basically, because it's audio, it means I can record voice into it. But we don't need to do that right now. Perfect. Okay, we can make this work. Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't we be able to make this work? In fact, we can actually mess about with it even more. We don't need it in audio, because we can actually have this as a software instrument. Depends, actually, if this is going to work. No, okay, we'll just have to use it as audio. Yeah, that sounds awful. Oh, no. Okay, we're having it as audio. I thought if we had it as software... Oh, stop. If we had it as software instrument, it wouldn't be as bad because we could mess with it a little bit more. Nonetheless, we're going to use it. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't really work at the end, particularly. That works, though. I think if we cut this... Okay, so I didn't say I had to use it all. I don't have to use the whole thing. Alright, maybe we'll save this bit for later. Yeah, we'll just chop it there. Oh, I don't want to... I want to move it. Move. Okay. Okay, so we have this. So it kind of works there. It kind of works there. The song sounded pretty kind of like Asian-y inspired anyway, so I mean, adding the Asian Parade DZ04 isn't really going to make a difference, to be honest. It does feel like it needs an end, but I feel like maybe it'll be okay. Maybe if we had it, actually, maybe we don't need that end bit. Okay, so we're using like none of this sample. I'm so sorry, but it sounds better when we don't. Oh, idea. Maybe now we can use the lower part. No, it's the complete wrong note. Okay, right. So we're just using this. Okay, so if we do that, where does the... Okay, so that's last note comes with this, so we can stretch that a little bit. If we, firstly, don't have it in our right ear. If we put a delay on it, that might, sort out our little, issue. So, maybe just a, 1/8. Does it sort out the issue? Not really. Okay, maybe we need to mess around with this a little bit more. We want the dry to be in there. I don't know. It's... We can make it work. We can make it work. Okay, so we're gonna put a filter on it. Here we go. Spectral gate. I love spectral gates. Okay, what do we want to sound like? Do we want to sound like dark super energy? Of course we fucking do. Ah! Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. How fucking beautiful is that? Okay, yeah, we're putting this freaking delay up. Yes, boys. Okay, we're having that wet sound at least 3.4. Oh, and it goes all the way to the end. Oh, it's lovely. Let me turn these levels up a little bit. So... just so they kind of last a bit longer. Don't want too high, because the last one is just a little bit too quiet. Can't really hear it. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it. Asian Parade DZ. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. It's probably like DZ or something, or DZ. I don't know. But you've worked. You've worked for us, buddy. It doesn't need to be that loud. For sure, it doesn't need to be that loud. But that's a nice little transition effect. It doesn't take away from the melody either, because it doesn't use all of it. It doesn't go through the whole melody, so it's just a nice little transition. I'm proud of my random selection. I'm proud that we actually made it work. That was a very good random selection. I'm so glad it was in the right key, to be honest. That's what I'm most happy about, because that made it a hell of a lot easier. Let me tell you. Deary, deary me. Okay, so we got a nice little transition effect. That's awesome. I'm gonna copy and paste that to the next verse. So at the moment, everything is a little bit more. We got a little bit more variation. But as hip hop is, you know, I say hip hop. This is like anything freaking but hip hop. But it's gonna have rap on it, so I mean, I kind of have to call it hip hop. You know, hip hop is very simple. It's samey. It's kind of goes. Yeah, there's a lot of experimentation recently, but you know, we don't have to be overly indulgent with this instrumental. I just wanted to make it sound good, and random stuff like that makes it sound cool. It's very apt as well for the actual thing that we're doing. I think it sounds very kind of the game, if that makes sense. Which is nice. I like it when they kind of fit the mood and stuff. Now, chorus-wise, I feel like the chorus needs a little bit more love, because at the moment we've done a lot of kind of ambient stuff to the verse. You know, we've added our little echo in here. Here it comes. Yeah, listen to that. It's lovely. I love that. Maybe we could even pan that. Pan that to sound better. Oh yeah, that sounds better. Maybe to the, what if it goes to the right? Oh yeah, a little bit to the right. That sounds good. That makes it very ambient. And finally. Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. So that went well. I like that verse. I like it. Sounds good. So now we need to give some love to the chorus. Of course. That was terrible. Ignore me. So one of the things, obviously, I've already done to kind of differentiate the chorus is add these cymbal. So they only play in the chorus, which kind of gives it a little bit of a lifted mood. Obviously, you've got more strings. You've got a different melody that's kind of similar, but not the same. It's a bit more fast-paced. There's always more that you can add. There's more stuff in my right ear at the moment than there is in my left. So maybe just, I mean, there's more stuff in my left ear than there is in my right. So maybe we add just kind of another little thing. Just to kind of in the right ear, you know, just to kind of meld it all together. Something, I want to say, we've got a lot of high frequency things and not a lot of lows, but maybe that's a good thing. Because I don't know about you, but I've not been missing the lows, if I'm honest. I don't think it, I've not been like, oh, where's the bass? Like, you know, because kind of a lot of, especially a lot of like Japanese style things, it's very high frequency stuff. It's very like plucky instruments. It's very like whistles and chimes and panpipes and things like that. It's not got a lot of low. It never has. So maybe we're not missing out there. Maybe we're right on track. Pardon the pun. Maybe we're right on key with what we're doing here. And not having a lot of kind of bassy things. We've got the upright bass that just goes with the melody. Which I think that's fine. I don't think we need any more than that. We've got a bit of bass with the string as well. So, do you need more? This seems like a high song, so keep it with the high. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I have a pretty, eventually I have a pretty kind of low tone voice. So maybe, you know, it'll kind of sit nicer maybe. Cool. Yeah, so let's add something a bit high. Let's add something more in the higher range. I really don't want to do the random sample again, but I really do at the same time. Should we do it again? Fuck it, let's do it again. Alright, I'm scrolling. I'm gonna scroll a little bit faster. We're down to C now. I've just seen it go past Chinese. So, I don't know, we're in C. I've just seen classical. I'm hoping maybe we get down to D. Oh, please don't land on club stuff. No. Get away. Cuban I can deal with. Cuban I can deal with. I'm watching the chat. I am watching. Oh, we're in D. We're in D. We're completely past the Chinese and Cubans. Oh, God, this is going to end so badly. Stop, my good sir. Oh, are you fucking joking? What did I just say? What did I just say? Oh, no. Ah. Dubstep 808 synth bass. Do you know what? We can make it work. I don't give a shit. We can make this fucking work. Okay, will you watch me right now? Oh, Jesus, no. Don't want that. Don't want that happening. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I shouldn't have even accepted the challenge. I shouldn't have suggested it again. This is all my fault. I blame myself entirely. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fuck off that bass. That bass is not wanted here. It's so out of place. Do you know what? No, we're gonna make it work. Let me tell you, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it work. I don't care if I have to go to the ends of the freaking earth to make this work. It's going to work. Last time it was a success. We can make it a success. It's only failure if you give up. That's my goddamn motto. Just put it as 0.001 volume. Just no one can hear it. It's fine. No one can hear it. They'll never know. Okay, right. Maybe we had some kind of another filter. I'm liking the whole filter thing right now. I've kind of already filtered it though. What if we filter it even further? How does filtering out the high make it sound? It does add... I feel like I've messed up the whole song. No, I tell you what, it adds kind of like a... to the drum pattern. I don't know if you can... It's slightly audible. And that's coming from the 808. That's coming from the highs of the 808. Slap a reverb on it. Do you know what? I know how to fix this. Right, well, first of all, we're going to slap a reverb on it. Makes it louder, but that's okay at the moment. It's okay. I'm gonna go for ambience over everything. Now this is something I've been messing around with recently as a vocal transformer. And I feel like sounds fucked up at the moment. Hang on. I really like that kind of. Hear that? I really like that. Hang on. I don't know why I'm like trying to use the whole thing, because I did say in the previous one we don't have to use the whole sample. But I really like that drum sound. It's kind of like almost like a shaker, like a dubstep shaker. Where does it start? I keep losing it. I think it starts just past this bit. Yeah, so as this bit ends, it kind of goes into it. Maybe there. Start it there. Yeah, okay. So, were you like a record scratch? Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah, I think we have maybe yeah, so that's a lost cause. Let's see. Let's just ambient the fuck out of this thing. It's like -6. That's gonna put a lot of ambience on it. I'm actually gonna put these highs back in. I feel like that might make it. Okay. I want it to be level with the drums. And I feel like panning. Well, we're panning it. We were gonna pan it to the right anyway, weren't we? Yeah. I want it to be kind of level with the drums. I'm gonna compress it as well. I'm gonna compress the fucking shit out of it is what I'm gonna do. Add more punch. Okay. Maybe even like don't put 100% wet in. Kind of there. And then just turn it down a bit more. No, I don't want to extend it. Whatever I just did, don't do that. position these correctly so they go on beat and not off beat. So at the moment they're kind of off and ending on. I'm wondering what would happen if I just extended them out, because I know that's the end of it, but... God. Don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, it doesn't sound too bad. I'm thinking. Take these out. Take that out. This is a tough one to make work, but by golly, we're gonna do it. I think that works. So we've pitched it down, we've vocal transformed it, we've compressed it, we've got a shit ton of ambient reverb on it. It kind of sounds like one of those things you used to get in school, you know, the kind of those things. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but I mean, I fucking put this upon myself, so maybe just in a better position it would sound better. Maybe if it was just going the whole time, it would sound better and it would be a bit less jarring. Okay, they're in the wrong position anyway. We did it like this. Kind of sounds like a garage door shutting. Sounds good. I mean, good is a word. I think I just need to get the timings right on it. Like, I don't know whether... I feel like it is a timing thing at the moment. Ah, okay, well, there's the issue, right? So these finish on, and those don't. So there's the issue instantly already that we're having. That's why they sounded a bit off, I think. just not finishing on beat for some reason. To get like right in the nitty gritty of it, to proper get it in. Oh my god, I don't think I can get even any closer. Right, okay, right, so... We've gone from that to that. To avoid echo carrying over. Yeah, that might be a shout. Well, that sounded fucking perfect. I don't even know what I did. Let's fuck off all of these and just do whatever I just did there. The Asian Parade went so well. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, that'll do. And then maybe we skip doing it on that one, and then we bring it back for the last bit. Bring it back, yo. If we can get as few of these in as humanly possible, that's probably a good thing. Hey, that sounds alright, actually. That one not sound off, but the rest do. Alright, we're getting rid of that one, because that's the only one that weirdly sounds off. Okay, yeah, that works. We did it. We somehow made it work. God. So we've somehow made this thing work. I mean, it's different. Can't say it's not. What if we added this to the drum thing? Yeah, it has that little extra kind of bit of reverb. Put it in the drum machine. Nice. Well, we got that to work somehow. Jesus, God knows how. Ah. Well, that was fun. I don't know if I'm really ready to write any lyrics for it yet. I feel like the lyrics are going to have to come after I've kind of done it fully, in a sense. But I mean, we could give it a try. Put dubstep into a good song. You've done well. Yes. Yes, somehow we made it work. It's kind of just part of the drum pattern now. Oh god, that's loud. Most of the samples are just loud. That's not working. I think the worst part about that dubstep thing was that it was in G, which is exactly what I didn't want. I didn't want something out of key to have to try and fit into a sample. But we made a kind of a thing. We made a thing. We made a thing. It's fine. Kind of sounds like an enemy dying. You know what I mean? When you like punch something in like an old game and it goes, you know, that kind of thing. Kind of what I feel like it sounds like. I will probably just turn that down a wee bit more. Can't even hear it at that level. Oh yes, you can. Slowly starting to like the flute thing more and more. Yeah, the flute thing does sound nice. I like the flute thing. Just kind of floats there, you know, it's not very in your face. I think it's good. I think it's good. Now the question is, can we add some kind of extra melody to this thing? I think we can. We don't want to do that though. New track. Not there either, because we don't want it to be in the freaking thing. So many things to think about. Okay, software instrument. I feel like maybe we can go. I feel like maybe we can go a bit more kind of obvious in a sense. I want like a bell again, but I don't. I want kind of a like xylophone kind of thing. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is what I want. Not that. Kind of like high pitched, but not high pitched. If we were making a horrorcore track. If we were making some kind of horror track, then maybe. Okay, so we're basically adding the verse melody into the chorus with that. Oh, I did that wrong. I feel like we can lower this down a bit, though. It makes it go a bit louder as well. I feel like the dubstep thing actually adds a bit more life to the middle one, separating it from the other two and making the song feel more lively. Yeah, it does add, it adds character. I will give it that. It gives it something a bit different, which is something I'm always kind of afraid of, I guess. Like, I always kind of like things to sound similar, and I like symmetry. Which is why I kind of liked doing that kind of like make a sample work kind of thing, just random, just make it work, just to give it a bit more life and body. But yeah, I think it works. I think it's fine. It was just very difficult to get it to work. I think that's what I'm finding funny about it. Okay, so that I went really off towards the end, but I think that could work. Okay, and then just quantize that. Highlight them. Quantize. Okay. The question is, does that sound good? Probably not as loud. I think that sounds alright. Again, it adds a little bit of character, and I'm not gonna add this to the one before. So obviously, it starts off with just this anyway. Then it goes into the verse, which is, and we have all the random shit, and then it will kind of go into adding that verse that you've just heard in. Something a little bit different. Now the CPU is going absolutely freaking mental here, and I don't know why, but it's just not liking it. Hopefully that's not coming through terribly on the actual thing. It's coming through terribly on my headphones, but hopefully you're not hearing the kind of crackles and stuff. If you are, I apologize, but hey ho, not a lot I can do. I'm gonna change that color. It's getting me. Gonna go with turquoisey for that. Sweet. Okay, so I think we've done pretty well with this, to be fair. Next to no crackles, really. That's good. That's good. That's something I like to hear. Now we can actually change these. We can make them brighter. Oh, I like that. I feel like there does need to be something here though, but I don't want there to be anything there. Because normally you do. Maybe I just add another one of these. Oh god, I'm moving everything. That's a bit too harsh. Maybe I'll go there. Yeah, that's fine. It's different. I don't want it to be exactly the same as the other one. That's the problem I'm having. And then just gonna copy that 'cause I'm lazy and it's quicker. I apologize as well that there's just like parts where I can just go silent because I realised I zoned out for quite a bit there. that tends to happen a little bit. Just kind of zone out a bit. So let's just check out the others. I kind of like what that does, but it loses its like kind of atmospheric feel. That is way too much. That sounds like a meme. You know that meme where it just gets slowly and slowly more distorted? Ah, that sounds like that. That's tickled me. A bit of delay on it. Again, it just loses its atmospheric effect. And that is almost too atmospheric. And then there's just the meme again. Right. So, we either have bright or not as bright. And I feel like we go for bright, because why would you not? Just turn down a little bit. Pan to the right a little bit. Amazing. Okay, I'm getting so many freaking crackles. I'm probably gonna have to go back and like remix this when I don't have shit popping in my ears all the time. Yeah. Done pretty well on that. Not gonna lie. Pretty well there, considering the base structure we had. We've kind of expanded on everything, and obviously we did a little bit of mixing as well. I'm just gonna take out a little bit of this in the master because I think I overdid it on that. Let's do a quick master anyway. I like mixing when it's already when I already have a limiter on it and stuff, so I know kind of the levels. And I can always change the levels anyway. I don't think anything's too loud anyway, so everything. The loudest it gets is like 6.4, so probably even do that limiter plus 0.5 to be honest. Actually make everything louder. Regular old reverb on is like 32. Just to make everything even more atmospheric, because that's what we love. We love atmosphere. I think maybe I want to change up something in the drum pattern here when it gets to the this kind of second bit, just for another kind of transitional effect. So I'm thinking maybe just add more kicks in. What would happen if I added a kick there? Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. What if I added another snare? Whoa. Now you're talking. I'm gonna turn the velocity down on that snare though. So we get kind of a lower snare. Yeah, that's cool. So I kind of just listen to it normally. I feel like I turn that snare down even more. Where is it? Get that velocity down, boy. Can you turn this velocity up? Yeah. Yes, that sounds good. A little bit of variation. And the problem with a little bit of variation is now you have to send that variation to other places. So I have to basically copy that. Ah, no! Change the color. God damn. Well, actually, let me just take it out of here. Blur. And then blur. There we go. So now the variation is no longer much variation, it's kind of a... Yeah, it's just good to have little things like that. I mean, that's kind of what the echo and the ambience does, but it's a bit more solid and a bit more within the actual, like bones of the track. How long have we been going here? 1 hour and 34 minutes, god damn. Imagine watching me for 1 hour and 34 minutes. I don't know. Is there anything you think's missing? I kind of like it. I kind of like it as it's going. Maybe we could do something to the intro here, or something to the end. I don't know. The song is 3 minutes 42 as it is, so it's pretty long, so maybe we add just some kind of like breakdown section where it just kind of like falls for a bit, like in these last kind of bars. And maybe take out these hi-hats for it. Usually just removing the drums is kind of considered breakdown. Well, that's what I consider it as anyway. Do you know what? Weirdly, I don't think that works there with that. So I think I'm going to put that just kind of there before it goes into that. Because I think that only kind of works with a bit of a drum pattern to it. Weirdly enough. Oh, and I've also got it in the wrong place there. That's why it sounded a little bit off. Get rid of those bells as well because they don't really work. We had some kind of a filter here. I'm gonna have to do automation, aren't I? I fucking hate automation so much. Okay, you convinced me. Hope nothing big happened. My YouTube just crashed. Nah, Matt, we're just working on a breakdown section. So, I added a little drum fill. Just kind of added a few more kicks, so it doubles the snare, and there's a couple extra kicks in there, and that's basically all I did. And now I'm just working on like kind of a little breakdown section, and just like the last 4 bars or 8 bars. I think it'll be 8 bars, yeah. Just where it kind of smooths out a little bit, get a bit of range. So we're going into all this stuff. I've moved the whistle sounds a bit further ahead, so we get them there, and then hi-hat cuts out. We get the things in, and then drums just gone. Back in. It's nice. I feel like maybe we could add I either maybe like a riser kind of effect. I think a riser effect would be good here. Oh, that really gets me every time. It's just like, it just like shocks me. It's like, oh, my voice again in my ear. Do I need it? No. Go away. Just an irritant every time. Okay, so just get a sample riser. That makes life so much easier if I do. Okay. '80s synth riser. Hell yeah. That'll work. And then obviously we'd do a bit more to it, because otherwise that just sounds awful. Yeah, so get a little bit of reverb. Can't go without reverb. Of course, it's my fucking go-to for everything. Long reverb is one I like quite a bit for big sounds. 27, that'll do. Maybe we want kind of like a crash here as well. You know, something to signify, this is the chorus. It's like, this is the chorus. Like, you know, that kind of thing. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. For those interested, because I'm making this beat, this instrumental just on its own will be available on Spotify when the actual song comes out as well. So if you want to reminisce on the little sounds and little whistles and bells we made throughout this process, you will be able to do that. So watch out. Watch out for that. What am I doing? So this is the crash stuff. So we'll pull this back a bit. Or actually, yeah, we just get rid of this note and move it to like a... The crash is very high. If I do crash right, and then I do a ride in. Do like a right edge. Oh god, there's so many little crackles there. Oh, that's cool. I can listen to the dubstep. Yeah. Yeah, you can just listen to the dubstep all night long. I think we actually... Do we change these to... Yeah, I think for this one we changed these to right edge. So I kind of need them as a baseline of what I actually did. Just makes it kind of explode a bit more. Maybe we don't need them as frequently either. Probably cut a few out. This is variation, folks. This is what we do here on the Coder Rapper page. We add variation. Right, let's fuck off these as well. Need them. Fuck you. I probably could have kept them as the little ones, but it's too late now. It's not too late. I could just copy and paste them over. They sound awful at the end, but just see how that's kind of. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy what I just did. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to paste what I did. Command V, there we go. Okay. Maybe I'll just overdo it on the cymbals a little bit here. Maybe we do only need it once. Extend this out a bit so it has a bit of the reverb. It's just a bit too much cymbalage at the end there. I don't think it needs it. God, this is a long process. Okay, right. I've taken out the little symbols now. Yeah, it makes them less harsh. Maybe they'd be less harsh when I just turn this high down. So I'm probably going to filter this. There we go. I kind of want like a bassy sound here as well now. So like just a bass noise we can use. No. No. Kind of just like a boom. Boom. Ah. That'll do, donkey. More dubstep, exactly what we need. Innit? Yeah, I feel like it needs to be on a new track. Oh god. Oh Jesus, everything's going wrong. Right in my ear, so loud. Yeah, this could do with a filter on it as well. Maybe not quite as bad a filter. We'll go with the spectral. We'll go with a pure super energy. Oh, that sounded awful. Crunchy bandpass? Arctic radio broadcast? Nope. Sub bulbs. That sounds awful. Dark super energy is probably the one to go for. I feel like it's just not quite what we're looking for here. Everything's just a bit too harsh. Maybe we don't need one. Maybe we just add more stuff in. Maybe like another bass track that's following the melody of this. Okay. Let's go to a kind of synthesizer bass. I think it's a good transition. I don't know. I feel like I just need something else. I just don't know what yet. That does nothing. We can just do this instead. Quite what I'm going for. Let's get rid of these top ones. Yeah, not quite what we're going for there. Quite what we're going for. Why am I trying to turn this track into dubstep? I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Let's just go into alchemy. Kinda cool. We've messed with dubstep. Let's keep on the track. Let's keep. It's gonna work. Mean to do that. See, that's nice. What's wrong with that? That's chill. That's lovely. Inception. Sort of Splatoony. I know what you mean, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good. I think that's good. Just kind of in the back, like you can't really hear it very well. It just adds that punch at the end of that riser. That's what you need. You need a little bit of punch at the end of that riser. Because otherwise, it just kind of falls flat. But it has that little bit of that kind of bassy punch. That's what we're looking for there. You know, that's why we're doing this breakdown bit. Sweet. Well, we've been going for about 2 hours now. I feel like this might be a good place to end it. We made a song. Oh my god. We built on this song quite a bit. I'm going to be getting lyrics and vocals sorted for it in the near future. Maybe sometime this weekend. So yeah, hopefully this song will be out next week, early next week. If you already can guess what it's of, then you'll know what kind of time frame I'm looking for and what kind of content is going to be in it. So yeah, this has been the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, maybe we'll do this again sometime. Maybe we'll make another track, maybe from scratch. Who knows? You know, maybe I won't even have like the bare bones of anything done yet. Yeah, but this has been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed kind of messing around with stuff. I don't think I would have done that if I didn't stream the kind of creation of this. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. I'll leave you with the song just kind of playing as we kind of transition out into what will first be a massive inception, but then we'll go into a title card that will just kind of end things really nicely. So, I thank you all, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Later, man. Bye bye. Glad you enjoyed.